Okay, good morning. Um, let's light a candle for those who are less fortunate, struggling in war-torn countries and domestic abuse, childhood essay, and abuse, and the homeless in America. They are people too, regardless of what's happened. So if you could just give them a moment of your thought throughout the day. So I want to try to move to the third stage of this, and I do have my glasses. I picked out these colors over here. You can see me rolling my hands on them. I want to try to, I set my alarm so it'll go off. I want to try to see if there's any other things I could possibly add to this. See, like the pink right here, I want to go over it with this glitter gel pen and another one. So what I'm going to keep doing is just pick certain things and color them a little bit more to see if I can add any depth, any greater value into what we're seeing. I don't always want to take the light away, but I do want to add pop of color in various areas and see if it'll grow it a little bit more. But this is the process that I go through. I'm going to be doing it quick. Because the ultimate finished product is so pretty when you, I don't know how much the light is allowing you to see, but you know what glitter pens do. They just give it a extra sparkle. And so this has been acrylic painting covered in gel pen, and then paint pens, and then gel pens again. So let's just quickly, I know it's been a 3-part series, but this is the reason for it. It really adds to its final form, and you can get really detailed in this process if you choose to. But everywhere there's purple, I'm like going over it with pink. I'm going to choose a different pink right there. And these gel pens are great for going over blacks. I may add in more black. I may remove all the purple. I'm not sure yet. We're just going to finish this up so I can move on to a new project. I just wanted to show you how putting an extra effort into something can really grow and change your picture from, you know, what you think may be an amazing thing. Like I said on the first video, when that's not wanting to go around there. When I see people doing a basic primitive, you know, painting a picture, and they don't understand why it's not selling for $200 when it's just a kindergarten looking picture. When you put an hour into something, that's what you get, is an hour. This one I've put 56 and 54 and 136 minutes plus this into it. I don't have a quick calculator to add that together to tell you what that is, and it's a 4x6. So there's always the ability and the time to put more into your work instead of just a basic. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, people want to give up so quick before they finish something or let something grow to the fullest extent. And they want to believe that it's of great high value, but when you don't put the effort or the time in, you're not going to get that. You're just not. And there's nothing wrong with starting from the bottom, but you cannot just start at the bottom and expect to be way up at the top of your craft in an hour. There's just no way. No skilled artist does that or can do that. And what I've showed you here, and I'm sorry that the other video didn't get to upload, but see, that black will pick up that blue. Like, I don't know how much you can see of that, but it's glitter, and it's glitter pin, and it just really makes it pop. This one is another one of the Cricut that I really love. It's a Cricut Joy, and it has beautiful colors. The pink, the green, the gold, the black, and the blue. And like I said, ink has its own little mind. It wants to travel and adhere and smear and get involved. It melts down and changes its perspective when it is I'm trying to think of the right words, when it's gone over with white paint. You see, I'm slowly going. Remember, I added that white line, so I want to take this real pretty blue. This one's a Hobby Lobby pen. It's a very, let's see, a fine needle point tip. And I'm tired, it's late, or it's early really, but I just want to work on this a little bit and see where we can get, because this is why I added all that extra white in, so you can go back and really bring some colors out that make this special, whether it's for yourself or a gift, or you want to try to sell it. It's just a process I've learned. Maybe you don't have the patience for it, but I saw a girl, she was doing this certain kind of art, and I would categorize this as the same. I just don't remember the name of what she put it under. It's something neo. I'm trying to get my foot under here. Neo art. Now, don't quote me on that because it might not be right, but remember, you can't put your hand in it because it's ink and it's wet. And I love this blue. So I want to take that blue and go around here and stitch together these dots. And I just want you to learn that there are projects we can do that will consume our time and fill our days, give us something to do, something to work towards and dream about, hope for, in the process of healing whatever it is you may be going through. I don't know anything about y'all, and you don't know a lot about me, and I want to talk about what I've been through, and I just am not quite there yet. I plan on getting there. I just don't know how this is with made for kids and not made for kids, and where it goes and where it doesn't go. In the terms of YouTube, what I'm allowed to talk about and what I'm not allowed to talk about when it's made for kids. So, let's see. I gotta pull up my glasses. I don't know if I really want this bright green in it, but we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna see what happens. Make sure that you can see what I'm doing. I just want to go back around these circles that I made with color. And it's just like, to me, these fascinate me when I do work like this, because it's like, it gives me the satisfaction of like the black and white and the pink that I said I love so much. And then it's adding in color that our lives so very much need, is some color. And it makes them happy. It makes them pretty. And when you use this glitter gel pen, it just enhances it even more, to whether you're using a metallic or a glitter pen. It really starts to bring it to life, and I'm hoping I'm staying in the frame. I'm working kind of fast, but you have to make sure these paint pens are dry. Your work with the paint pen has to be dry, or it will ruin your gel pen forever if you get that acrylic on there and you don't get it off. So, here's another green I love so much. I'm going to test it because I've had no lid on it for, okay, it works. Um, I lost the lid somewhere. Let's see if we can go in here and get some of that green going in here. But if you give it as a gift, people are just like, that is so pretty. How did you, do all that? Or how'd you get all that color in there? And it's just effort. It's time, and you have to make these white spots so that you can get that color going back through there, because the black doesn't always accept it. Let's see. I wanted to write something around it. Let's see if we can get some gold going in here. And that's real pretty how the original ink was the fluorescent. Well, it was the berry. And then the white turned it into pink. And now this gold is acting as if it's an orange, when it's really just a gold. I don't know if you can see. I felt like I wasn't holding it up enough for you to get a good glimpse at what was going on. But I don't know if I like gold on black. I may not do much more to this. I don't think I want like fluorescent green in it, but I seem to have got it out. So let's see if it's gonna roll out. See, I've been scribbling right here. Just ignore that number. I don't know whose it is. It either comes out or it stops for a minute. And so you have to shake your gel pen down if it's one of these Hobby Lobby ones, and kind of get it warmed up to get it to start flowing out, because it could easily stop working. But that's not even the right phone number. Let's put some in here. I don't necessarily like it there. But it's pretty. It's not a mistake. It's very pretty. Let's try some fluorescent yellow, and then I think we'll probably be pretty much, make sure we're in the camera view. Like that yellow looks really pretty. We may do a lot more of this than I was thinking we're gonna do. And you go in between all these little spaces. You got that green line, but I love how the inks will merge. and create a new color without you expecting it. I think it needs some right there. If I take it there, I'm going to have to put some there. Doesn't mean I want it everywhere. Let's put some in there. Now, I need to wipe my tip because it's turning a color that I don't want it to turn. And you always have to wipe off your pen, no matter what. You have to clear your pen because it begins to pick up the wrong colors if you keep using it beside an ink that you're not wanting it beside. So now you see why I wanted these white circles here with the black dots, because I'm claiming them to be a different color. And at the final end, if I choose to put in some more black and white, then that's what I'll do. But when I was little, see, I'm 57, I'm fixing to be 57. I started coloring when I was 2. My mom that adopted me said she could give me a color book and she wouldn't hear from me for 2 to 3 hours. And I would just color all day long or all morning long. So like, I love how that takes that green and kind of, I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about, how it changes, it bleeds the color. When you spray it with a workable fixative, it stops that process and you can't get it to bleed. So I was going to do that, but I decided to wait. And now see that gold is turned to a red. I'm going to continue to go up here and see if I can get that same effect. I love to add in fluorescents. They're just so pretty. And I'm sure if I went with a pink, it would turn into a purple. But you cannot get that fluorescent pop at the end of your picture if you do not add in those white paint pens. Now, sometimes I get a chalk marker, and in a couple of days it'll dry enough, but you have to let it dry or it will clog up your tiny little pen. We're gonna do this one. I'm just gonna go real quick. I usually take longer than this, but since I'm filming this, and we're gonna jump in here. And I'm not worried about it. I've done it so much that it's second nature to me. I think I want to stop with that one, but before you stop, clear off your yellow pen. Make sure your fluorescent, make sure it runs completely fluorescent, and then put it away. Let's see what other color we can get out here. I know I have this. I don't think I used this blue. I used a different blue. And you always test it, okay, to see if your ink's rolling. Now, I could be mistaken. It could be the same blue. Yep, it's the same blue. I already used this blue. So I'm going to take this one and put it away. I don't want to use it. Now this one is a metallic. It's not a glitter. But it does matter. And it is pretty. So, like right here, I already have some blue here, but I'm going to add this next to it if it'll go next to it. And maybe I'll color that. It's okay to leave a speck of white sticking out. You kind of want that because it gives it that bit of a 3D effect. You don't want to color all your white. At least I don't. And I'm not really sure what I'm coloring at this moment, but I'm just coloring to add some extra color to this. Maybe we'll add some in here, even though it was green. We'll put some blue right there. I'm not as quick with turning my paper. I've got my hand resting on my head. Kind of outline that. And then you can come back over here and outline that. But you don't want to lose your yellow. And I'm just letting you know, it's never a mistake. Don't just get mad and give up and say, oh, it's ruined and it's such a mistake and I hate it. And I don't believe that. I don't. Remember where we made those white dots? Now, if your pen stops working, you need to, if it's getting hung up, it means it's got another color caught in it. And the gel ball doesn't want to roll. So go clear it out and see it's rolling again. It had picked up some black. But this is detail work. It's consuming. It'll fill your days. It'll fill your time. If you're at home and you're bored and you have nothing to do, it's a fancy way to doodle. You know, it's a new form of doodles, I guess. I don't really know what they call it. I want to change this up here somehow, but I'm not sure. Let's do this. You see this black right here? Let's get this blue going in this black. That'll be real pretty. These blacks love to take on the metallics. And you don't want to color it all in. You just want to accent it. You just want to let it become what it wants to become. And so you got that. Let's a few dots right there. I don't like that black there, so let's take it and fill it in and put some blue dots in the black. I don't want to do it there. See how it just takes over the... And if you start screwing up, just make it a little bit bigger. I'm trying to help. I want as many people to see this as possible, only because I witness so many people saying, oh, I don't think it's any good, or I've ruined it, or it's bad, and it's like, just try a little bit more. Stop giving up so quick. Don't doubt yourself so much. And if it doesn't do what you want it to do, it's all right. No one is going to say, that's ugly. They're going to say, wow, that's a lot of color. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of effort. And if somebody does tell you it's ugly, they're just being hateful. They're just being mean. They're just being jealous. And they need to learn to focus on their own business if they're going to act like that. There's no reason to be jealous of anything. I don't get jealous. Sometimes I wish I had something that somebody had. More likely a really awesome studio, or I'm not a jealous person because your house is better than mine. Because I know a house can get blown away by a tornado just as fast today as it could yesterday, whether it's a big house or a small house. Let's stick a little heart right there. All right, we're going to do something with that middle heart. And then we're probably going to... I like this blue. I'm going to keep that blue for something. Excuse me. And now I'm thinking right there in the center, I have this Cricut Joy silver. Okay. And we're probably going to be finishing up with this. And then it'll be done. So I'm going to take the silver and bring it in here. In that black spot. And see how it turned pink? It needed that. And when I go to clean it off, it's that. You want to get it back to where it's flowing silver. You don't ever want to leave it with the other ink in it. It will ruin your pen. Maybe we'll run a silver bar through here, a silver bar through there, a silver bar through there. But what I want to do now is connect all this black with silver to the best I can, like stitching it. And it calms your mind to do this. It takes effort. It does not, this is not something that I learned to do overnight. This is a process of many I've made that I learned to do over COVID, before COVID and after. And as time passed, I just became more and more familiar with doing it, so I'm able to do it quickly. And like I said, I like it when it's jaggedy right there, when it's a little bit rougher around the edges. I'm gonna find a few blacks and put silver in it. And then I'm gonna call it quits, like in here. But you don't want to, just like you didn't want to close off all your white, you don't want to close off all your black. If you put a silver dot or a gold dot. But I tell you, the gold does not like to adhere to the silver. And I'll see if we could outline this heart. I don't know if it'll go on that blue. I hate to even take it there, but we'll try. It'll go around it. But you know, once you open the door, I'll touch something wet. You gotta go and connect whatever other things you're seeing. These crickets are less likely to pick up other colors, but they will. And there's nothing you can do about it but wipe your pen. I don't care what shapes you make. Just try it. You may find that you like this style of art. We're just putting a ball of silver inside each one of these dots. Sometimes I miss a dot. Sometimes you barely have to touch it. And you may not want to do any more. I think right here, I want to try to do some silver right here. I like it when my hearts change, because we want to believe that love is one thing and one thing only, and it's not. Love is forever changing. The way we love things, one day we could be madly in love with something, and the next day we could wake up and be like, what? Or the way you love your dad might be different than the way you love your mom, or the way you love your dog is different than the way you love your sister or your brother or your aunt. Let's see if I can get some silver right there. I want some in here. And then I want to put some right here. And then I'm going to now I know that clogged my silver with that ink. So I'm going to go back. I cleaned it and I'm going to put some silver right there. Clean it one more time. And let's see if we can get some silver right here. Alright, so I want to call it quits. I want to say I'm happy. I don't know which way the light can show you, but the next thing I want to do is put some kind of I love you around it. And I need to come up with a name for it. So how about this? The layers of my love is like a painting full of mistakes that were never mistakes. You think I could? Let's see. Can you see me right? I'm going to do it in cursive. The layers of my love. The layers of my love is or are. The layers of my love for you. That little gnat is in here. Is like a painting full of mistakes. That was or were, that were. The layers of my love for you is like a painting full of mistakes that were never mistakes. In the first place. We got to figure out how place is going to go here. And then we're going to sign my name. And we're going to put my logo. We're going to put the copyright symbol. And today is August 6th, I believe. We're going to put 8, 6, 23. And then I'm going to put a little heart right there. And then I'm going to color it in. All right. So, that is the reason I like to leave a mess. That is the reason for all the layers. I don't know if the lighting would change that, if the lighting is going to help that. But you got to remember, this is very wet. And you have to go right back to, I like to add one more thing. It's a little, I'm going to stick it right here. All right. And that's why I like it to go over and over. See, people get those cutting boards and they want to cut it all off and make it clean and crisp. And if I cover it up here, you know, it's a beautiful piece. Let me see if I can go over my logo in here one more time. I'm scared to touch it somewhere. I always put my logo in and I don't care if it's dark, at least it's there. And then I'm going to put some little dots there that follow it down and that follow it up, because your eye is going to be taken away from it. And let's go over this one little area right there. And then, see, it's still growing. I don't want to, let me write it on my thing. It's done. It's not wanting to come out anymore. I don't want that to be like the major thing, so I'm going to outline that if it'll let me. All right. What do you think? Pretty? I think it's pretty. I think whoever I either give it to or auction it off or give it away or sell it, they'll be happy with it. And you can get and have it put in a mat in a certain way that, or just get a clear plexiglass frame and slide it in with a stand, you know, and it can sit on your grand piano, like right there, or on a coffee table, or an end table, or in your garden room, or You could have it put in a clear glass frame mounted with. Um, I got tired of the basic, typical borders. Like let me show you this. Like this Picasso up there. You see how it's got the mat board around it. I just don't like the contemporary. And then I save all these because I let them grow. And one day I will make some kind of collage out of it and know it's from all these pictures I made. But to start off, start small. Get 4x6. This is 4x6 watercolor. $4.99 Master Touch. I like to work with it because it has it's bumpy. It's cold pressed surface, acid free, excellent for watercolors. But I love to do acrylics, inks, and paint pens on them. So, all right. It's the last for this one. Next one we'll move on to something different. But I wanted to show you how beautiful they get. And that everything in life is not a mistake. Just because you think that you can't, or you believe you can't, or somebody told you you can't, that doesn't mean that's true. You can do what you want, when you want, how you want, as long as you're not hurting somebody else in the process, then it's all good. So have a blessed day. Stay cool, drink lots of water. I'm looking at it, I still see like I could put black dots down there. I need to leave it alone. I may come in though and put a little bit of black, but I doubt it. If I do, I definitely will run silver through that black. So, all right. Hot Pink Jalapeno signing out. And thanks for watching. Share it with your friends. Help me grow this channel. It would mean a lot to me to share the things I've learned in my 57 years of doing art. I studied art at a private gallery growing up, and all through school and high school and into college. So, and then I spent 10 years as a child studying Peter Max. And then I spent 10 years in my I would say 20s, 30s studying Georgia O'Keeffe. And I also write. I'm trying to write a book, but I don't know how far to take it. It's got some real life true stuff, and it's got some real serious crimes in it, and I don't think they've been dealt with yet. Not all of them. And it's kind of scary. So good night. Or good morning, because it is 5:30 a.m. like Robin Williams used to say. Good morning, Vietnam. That made me think of Sinead O'Connor and Robin Williams. Take care of your mental health. If you're unable to control things, reach out and call the National Suicide Hotline. I don't have it right here, but I could ask for it. What is the National Suicide Hotline?
You're not alone. Help is available by calling 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at 988 or going to 988lifeline.org.
Who knew it was a 988 number? So, all right. God bless and have a wonderful Saturday. That's what it is, isn't it? Saturday. I've been so busy. Or is it Sunday? I'd have to look on my calendar. I don't even know what today is. That's how busy I've been. Today is August 6th. It's a Sunday. Well, it was Saturday when I woke up. All right. Bye.